With thyroid disease, how common is Hashimoto's?
Hashimoto's, and here's the thing, I think it's more common than it is actually reported because we can get into this whole issue with insurance, right? So, a lot of doctors are not actually running a full thyroid panel. They are not running antibodies right away. They will only start to run those things if you have very clear symptoms or if your TSH is off. TSH is a brain to thyroid marker. It is saying how well is your brain communicating with your thyroid. If that number is off, then they may dig a little deeper. But right off the bat, a lot of people are not getting a full thyroid panel. And this is why I think Hashimoto's and also so many other issues are underreported, is because in America, we have to wait until we have the symptoms in order to get things covered. Now, with the Hashimoto's and the insurance piece, right? What I would advocate for is running your own full thyroid panel. So you can do this through cash. I know obviously it's nice to have insurance cover it, but if you really want to advocate for your health, do a full thyroid panel. This would look at your TSH, so your thyroid stimulating hormone. It will look at your free and your total T4. So this is going to be what your thyroid is mainly producing. You also want to look at your free and total T3. So T3 is going to be the active thyroid hormone. This is the one that is going to go engage with all of your cells. You want to look at reverse T3. This is going to be the stored form of your T3. You want to look at T3 uptake and then those antibodies. So you can just see the difference between what your doctor is probably running, which is just TSH, maybe free T4, and then the entire thyroid picture. And we also can go into, Sarah, what you were talking about earlier with the whole idea of my numbers look fine, but I don't feel fine, right? And there's this idea of cellular hypothyroidism, which is where all of your numbers, even on a full thyroid panel, look great, but your T3 cannot get into the cell. The receptors are blocked. Pesticides, plastics, mycotoxins, right? Inflammation. All of these things are actually blocking that T3 receptor. And you can have this whole idea of cellular hypothyroidism, which I think gets missed all the time.
Yeah, it's almost like insulin resistance, right? Your cells essentially become they're not listening to. It's like
Yes.
the mom that screams at the kids all day long. Kids stop listening, and then dad walks in and says one little thing and they shut up, right?
Yes.
Because
Yep.
the cells are just not listening. And that is where your thyroid medication is not doing you any good. It
Yeah.
actually might be backing up your liver and backing things up because it's not going where it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
And the cell membrane, as we were mentioning iodine, the cell membrane is the brain of the cell, and it is allowing the toxins out and the nutrients in. Well, that cell membrane has an iodolipid value, the iodine and fat value, the healthy fats, not the fats from Ben and Jerry's. You need iodine to help the cells feel safe to let those toxins out so the cells actually can listen to what you're talking